friends, thanks for joining me today. It's Maria Robinson, Stamping Simply with Maria. So first of all, I just wanted to thank all my new subscribers for subscribing to my channel and believing in me. Without you, I wouldn't be doing this. And to be honest with you, beginning of January, one of my resolutions was that I was going to give up my channel, which I hated to do, but I just didn't see any growth with it. But you know what? You guys pulled through for me. So here I am going forward. And I want to just say thank you so much for subscribing, for liking, for commenting, for sharing my video. It just brings so much joy to my heart. I mean, I can't even tell you. So thank you. And before I start crying, I'm going to flip the camera down. Okay, yes, I'm a very emotional person, and it doesn't take much for me to, go into a tizzy. So let's get to stamping. I am showing today a card that I had made for a challenge, and I'll quickly show you the card, okay? So this is the card. It's got this cute little fun fold, right? And it's super easy to make. I use the Sunny Days Designer Series paper, which you can earn for free during celebration, which is going on now through the end of February. And you can get this for with your $50 purchase. So really cool. This, and there are so many other items. And to be honest with you, this catalog, the celebration catalog, had some hidden gems in it. And when I say gems, I mean like there were embellishments for free in there that I missed. And a couple of other demonstrators told me about it. And I was like, no, you're not right? But yeah, it's in there. So lots of great things to get in there. You'll definitely want to take a look. If you don't have a catalog and you'd like one, please request one. In the description below the video, there is a link, and that link will take you to another page, and you can request a catalog there from me, and I will send it to you right away. Okay, so let's put this away. I do need this particular piece of designer paper. That's the one I'm going to be using. And let's see, what do we have here? So I need this to be cut down to 5 3/8 by 2 5/8. My card will be horizontal landscape. So I need to be careful because as you see, this paper is directional. So I don't want my card to be like, sideways. So 2 5/8 is going to be this way, and then 5 3/8 is this way. So let's do the 5 3/8 first. I always try to save paper and get the most. So we're going to do 2 5/8. So, right, that's right. Okay, and then we're going to turn it around and cut this to 5 3/8, I said. Yes, 5 3/8. And this will give you a small border. You can go a little larger. You can go, smaller with the designer paper if you want. Okay, so that's one piece. Then I also need a piece that is, again, I have to be careful. This is going to be 1 3/8 by 5 3/8. So maybe I should have gone down, right? No. Oh, well, we'll do that now. So 5 3/8, and we have a quarter, and then 5 3/8 is the next long line. So we're going to cut this down. So I have a piece of scrap, and then turn it around and cut it at 1 3/8. And this will be flipped around, although you can keep the same. I like to have options. So there you go. Okay, so there you go. You have the two pieces like so. Perfect. So let's put these pieces aside. Next, what I want to do, I'm going to put these aside, is I have my card base, which is your basic card base, 5.5 by 8.5. But I'm going to score this a little differently. So let me pull out my arm. Not my real arm, the trimmer arm. And we're going to score this at 2 3/4. 2 3/4 right here. And then we're going to push it down to the 7-inch mark. And we're going to score that at 7 inches. So again, make sure if you're using your Stampin' Up trimmer that your cutting blade is out of the way. The scoring blade is the lighter colored blade. And just score that. I think that's all the cutting and scoring I need to do. But I'm going to keep this close by just in case I need it. All right, let me get my bone folder. And we're going to crease these. So we're going to crease these. Now, one thing I want to caution, because it's happened to me, before you don't want this to overlap, and I don't know if you could see that. It does overlap just a smidge, so I'm going to push it so that it doesn't overlap right to the edge, and then I'm going to burnish it with my bone folder. I see it's still just a smidge, but it's there. You may not see it, but I can see it on my paper. Okay, so there we go. So you got your card base. So we're doing horizontal. And let me just go over what I'm using. I'm using Hooray for Surprises, which is available in the mini catalog, and also the dies. I'll be using this flower die and this leaf die. The flower die, I'll stamp my image and then die cut it. But I'm using one stamp and one ink. Isn't that cool? That's something different for me. So I will take my multi-purpose glue and add it to the back of my designer paper. Let me put this down. My hands are very shaky this morning. Probably because I had coffee and black tea. Not a good combination for somebody who has tremors, right? But we'll make do. We'll make do. I knew I was going to get some glue on my finger. So we're just going to put this on the top part here. Again, there's a small border. So I'm just looking for good spacing on the left, right side. And because I'm using my liquid glue, I can move it around a little. Okay. That's one. And then we'll keep this side. And we'll do the rainbows on the bottom part. And we'll do some stamping. And we will put this card together, which again, as I said, it comes together so easily, but it's such a beautiful card. Such an easy layout to do though. You can certainly make multiples of this very quickly and easily. Okay, so let's set that aside. And we are going to do some stamping. Okay, so I have a piece of basic white scrap, and then I have a piece of basic white that measures, I think it's 2 inches by 4 1/4, and then the basic black measures 2 1/4 by 4 1/2. That's for the outside. For the inside, I have your basic white, 4 inches by 5 1/4. So let's put that there. Let's put this here. And I need to stamp. So I am using the, I guess it's a poinsettia, or it could be a daisy. I'm not sure. We're gonna make it in, we're gonna do it in poppy red. So I'm just gonna ink that up. Looks good. I'm gonna stamp it right here. It doesn't matter because we're cutting it out. Like the ink transfer. Beautiful. And while I have this out, I'm also going to stamp this on the inside of my card. I'll put this on the corner. Let me get a piece of scrap paper under here. I want to stamp off. I want a lighter color on the inside. Actually, that did not stamp off very well. So let's do that again. Ink it back up again. Stamp off. Good. And now we can stamp it in the corner, just to give it a lightness. Oops, so, again, what happened? Nice thing about photopolymer stamps is you can see through. And you know what? If that doesn't work, I can always flip it over. Yeah, I don't like the way that looks. All right, let's flip that over. I'm not sure. Oh, I know why it's not stamping, because I'm not, you know, let's get my pierce mat and just, you know, just stop messing around, right? I forget to use this. All right, let's try that again. Stamp off. Good. And then stamp on here. Better, much better. Now I am going to take, so I still need this. You know, let's finish doing the stamping. So this, I gotta make sure I do it this way. We're gonna put sending you lots of love. Now the reason I'm just kind of tapping this on my skin is because photopolymer stamps are very sticky. So they kind of get stuck on the ink if you haven't used it yet. So let's just stamp that, make sure it looks good. And we'll stamp this right in the center, full strength. Sending you lots of love. Beautiful. Okay. And I'm not going to stamp for you yet on the outside because I need to know where I'm going to place the die cut. Put this aside. This over here. We'll keep that handy. Let's set this aside. All right, let's die cut this piece. And I've got my mini embossing machine. Since it's one small piece, we don't need the big one. We don't need the big boss. So I'm just going to line up the die, and I'll probably have to spin it around a few times. Oh, no, yeah, I'll have to spin it around a few times. I meant to mark this to know exactly where it goes, but I did not. That's the right spot. Okay, now we got it. Let me grab a Post-it note, or, you know, let's just grab some washi tape. Got that handy. I'm not sure where my Post-it notes are. This way it doesn't move on me. All right. And then we'll put our other plate on top. So I hope everyone is doing well. And I understand all over the U.S. we've had some crazy weather in the Midwest, and even like, you know, like Arizona and Las Vegas has been cold. And we've gotten snow, I think I heard, in Phoenix. So that's kind of crazy for that area. I don't think they've ever gotten snow. Not in Phoenix anyway. You know, up in the mountains, yes, but not in Phoenix. So really crazy. So I hope you've all been safe. In New York, you know, I'm used to this weather, so, which I don't like, as you know. But, all right, so what I want to do is I'm just going to color in with my Stampin' Right marker. Just adding a little extra color, and I'm just barely touching it. I'm just kind of dotting the areas, these little flowers. Here, let me zoom in a little so you can see what I'm talking about and what I'm doing. Okay. And this is optional, but I just thought it, you know, so it like I said, originally I thought it was like, it looked like a poinsettia, but I think if you add the yellow in the center, it kind of looks like a daisy. And I'm going to do the same thing with the inside. Again, I'm just kind of, you know, dotting. And you don't have to fill in all that white space. You can just dot it around. Now, I am using Hooray for Surprises and Sunny Days DSP, but keep in mind that you can use any colors for doing this, and any DSP would work. I just chose this. And if you're not working with a demonstrator and would like to order any products, the link to my store is also in the description below the video. And if you ever have any questions, you can certainly contact me and I'll be happy to help you with anything. You know what, I'm going to just spray my hands a little with some sanitizer because I am so sticky right now. I keep hand sanitizer in my shooting studio because for that very reason. Alright, so let's put this together. As I mentioned, I already die cut my leaves. I just have to make sure that I put this horizontal. I don't want to do things vertically. And I am using my Thermoweb sticky dots. Now, let me zoom back out. Whoops, wrong way. There we go. So now you can see what I'm doing, right? So I'm using my Thermoweb sticky dots. I've had these for a very, very long time. I'm not even sure if you can still get them, but I thought I have them. I should probably use them. But I like them though, because you don't have to die cut it. You can just, you know, die cut your pieces and then just stick these on top. I mean, you could use glue, but since my glue press is not working, I figured I'd use this instead. All right, that's one. Before I did that though, I should have placed them onto my cardstock to see where I want them. Let me just set that aside a sec. I'll put this on here, and I think I'm going to offset this a little. All right, and then we'll put these on this side here. And let's stamp For You over onto this area. Oh, that wasn't too smart. That wasn't too smart. No way. Okay, we're just going to stamp For You right down here. Perfect. I love that. And let me add this daisy with dimensionals. I think 3 should do it. Yes. 3 should do it for sure. Put that right about here. Okay. And where's the one that I added the... Alright, what did I do with it? I lost one. I lost one. It's not back there. It's not in here. Over here. It's not behind that. Where is it? Oh my goodness. Do you guys see it any place? I don't know where the heck it just went. It like vanished. Oh, I got it. Look, it stuck to my hand. Good thing I had glue on it, right? All right, so we're going to tuck one of these on this side here. And then I will add adhesive, the thermo web dots, to the other one. I have to kind of like go around the sheet here because I've got areas that don't have any more glue on them. Hopefully I didn't get my head in the camera. If I did, I apologize. It happens. All right, and then we will add this one to this side over here. Beautiful. All right, so put that aside. I'm going to add this to my basic black. With some green glue that's not flowing for me. Okay. Sure that's even, and it is. I'm going to add this to the front like so. Oops, that goes like this. Let's add it with dimensionals. I think we'll add it with dimensionals. I just want to put the dimensionals along this side here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to line this up where I want it. And we're going to add a few along the bottom. This is just a little tip here, just so you could line them up. When you're doing cards like this, I find it easier to put the dimensionals or the adhesive down along the bottom, and then I'm going to add some dimensionals along the top as well. And yeah, I might be going a little heavy on the dimensionals, but you know what? We don't like saggy cards. I certainly don't. And I'm sure whoever gets this card will appreciate that it's not sagging in the center. So we'll just add 2 more here, and that will be good. Take off the backings. And we will add this to the front. Do I take them off here? No. The card. Okay. And I'll add this right to the front. Hopefully I'm not on any of those dimensionals. Nope. See, and you can't see them really. Okay, let's add some festive pearls. I think I'm going to add, where's my take your pick tool? I know where it is. I know exactly where it is. It's in my box. Okay, let's add some festive pearls. I think I want to add 1 in the center of the flower. See if I can do this without stabbing myself. Oh, let's pick it up with my finger. Of course, then it moved over here. I think I'm going to add a few to the center. I think 2. We'll do 3 in the center. 3 in the center. Now, to those of you watching that are not subscribers to my channel, please be sure to hit the big red subscribe button. And also the bell, click on all. This way you're notified whenever I upload a new video. And if you are interested in receiving my weekly news, there we go. No, not weekly newsletter. As of right now, I'm just doing monthly. My plan eventually is to do it weekly. So if you'd like to get my newsletter, you can also sign up for that in the description below the video. So there you go. Pretty, right? So we've got the horizontal, and then I've got my vertical one, which stands up nicely. The bad thing about the horizontal, well, I guess it does kind of stand, right? But you really can't see the other part of it. Whereas with the vertical one, you can see the DSP. And then I also made one. This is using all items from the Celebration catalog. I've got the same DSP, which is Sunny Days. And then I'm also, on this one, I use the, I think they're called Jungle Pals. It's a Stampin' die. The dies are available for $100 purchase, and then that you get them for free. And then the stamps are available for $50. But I think that's such a great set to have. I think it's versatile. It's adorable. It could be used for kids, for adults, anybody. So that's that card. And then you open it. And I also put, I think these are called lemurs. So isn't he cute though, just hiding through the grass? Yeah, I thought so. Anyway, friends, thank you so much for watching today. I appreciate you for tuning into my channel. If you are not a subscriber, please certainly click that notification bell also so that you are notified each time I upload a video. Until next Tuesday, have a great day. Bye.